TNT Radio, tu radio en internet.
Bien, tenemos con nosotros ahora mismo a 3 miembros de BLOODBOUND. Tenemos al cantante Patrick, sin cuernos. Tenemos a un guitarra, Thomas, y al bajista, ¿no? Guitar player. Yeah. Ok. Bien, pues tenemos a los 3 y vamos a hacerles unas preguntitas sobre sus 2 últimos discos. Well, welcome guys.
Thank you.
To Barcelona at last, as I said before.
Finally.
Because I am super fan of BLOODBOUND since 20 years, since Nosferatu, since your first record. You don't join the band, I think, with 208, 209.
The fourth album,
the fourth album.
2011, the Unholy Cross album.
I was fan of BLOODBOUND since Urban Bleed was the...
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was a fan for the first albums. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had to wait 20 years to see BLOODBOUND in Barcelona. At last you are here. What feelings do you have about that?
Feels great to be here, finally. We only played a few shows in Spain before at some festivals. So it was about time to do some club shows as well.
Well, this is your 3rd time in Spain. The 2 first times, I think it's the 3rd.
Yep.
2 first times were in festivals.
I think we've done 3 festivals.
Yeah, three festivals.
3 festivals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Festivals, yeah.
I detected 2 festivals, Leyendas del Rock in 2018 and Camo Rock in 2019.
And we did one previously.
That one called?
There was a small festival that's been doing it for many years.
Gineta.
Gineta.
Gineta Rock.
Gineta,
You were in Gineta Rock.
Yeah.
Oh.
2012, 13, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Well, 3 festivals, but it's your first time in a venue.
Club year,
In a club tour. What memories do you have of Leyendas del Rock, Camo Rock and Gineta Rock?
Really great memories from all the festivals, because there's been a lot of people coming to the shows on those festivals, and it's always nice to be in Spain because of the weather, because of the people, because of the beers.
Yeah, very friendly people.
Yeah,
food is good as well.
We have good beer.
Yeah. So we like it very much here. So,
well, this is not a festival, obvious. It is a venue tour headlining the show. You are the headliners for first time in Spain. What difference can we wait in your show? Like a festival or a venue?
It's going to be a longer set. We're going to play more songs, and we're going to add some new songs from the latest album. So it's going to be songs from the first album up until the latest album. So that's going to be cool to put on a longer show.
How about 90 minutes? Approx?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. This Spanish tour had lots of problems, and I think it had to be postponed 2 times until now.
Yeah.
One was for the pandemic, I think.
first time because of the pandemic,
and the second one
because of personal
for an illness.
Yeah.
Well, are you right now? Are you healthy?
No. I actually have a crack in a rib, broken rib. So, but I'm gonna do the show anyway. But I'm on painkillers.
You fell in the shower.
Yeah, I fell in the shower and broke my rib.
Oof.
But
and your shoulder as well.
Yeah, my shoulder. Yeah, so it's here. But I did the sound check earlier, and I think I'm gonna be able to do it.
Well, don't you move anymore?
No.
And he said we can't cancel one more time. We have to go now.
No.
Yeah.
We can't cancel, so.
No more. Thanks, because it's not easy to play the guitar.
No.
With this problem, I know. Thanks.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, our bass player couldn't be here now. Also due to some personal reasons, and so we have to do the shows without a bass player.
Yeah.
Och så berätta I detalj du då, Danne.
Well, as many bands do the shows without bass player.
Yeah,
for example,
sometimes
Powerwolf.
Sometimes you have to do it.
Never had.
Yeah, and we don't prefer to to have it like this, but we needed to do it like this.
Yeah, I know. The bass player is very important in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
Everyone is important.
Yeah, of course. Well, you're here to present your album Tales from the North, but next April 19th you will edit another album, Tales of Nosferatu, 2 Decades of Blood. What can we wait tonight of your show? 1 or 2 album presentation?
The live album, the Tales from Nosferatu, is a live album.
Yeah, I know.
And it's we celebrate 20 years as a band, and that's kind of also a compilation album to present the band from the beginning to what we sound like today. And in a way, we always try to do the set list with the best songs up to date all the time. So we add new songs for every new album and see what song sticks from the older one. And yeah.
Of course, you have 12 albums. There are a lot of songs to choose.
Yeah, we have it.
And I think it could be very difficult.
Yeah, it is.
To choose or to pick the songs.
It's getting harder and harder every time.
Every time.
You have to kill some of your darlings on the way.
And the new albums for me are better and better. And that's very difficult to pick a song of the album, because if you were some, for example, Judas Priest or Iron Maiden, but the new albums are not good albums, you have the problems. But you have a very, very big problem because your new albums are, for me, in my opinion, better than the first albums.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah. Nice to hear. Yeah.
Okay. How do you choose the set for this concert? Thinking in all your records, or concentrating your efforts?
You mean the set? Yeah, the set list. Yeah.
Yeah, the set list.
Yeah, we usually we want to pick songs from, if you can, from all the albums, of course. So there's something from every era. But then again, we need to think about tempos and stuff, what fits the set, depending on how long it is. And maybe we want to put some extra slow songs if it's a really long set. So I guess it's those.
For example,
factors.
what slow song?
Yeah, like Metalheads Unite is one song that's good to put in if we have a long set list. So, and it's people seem to really like it live as well.
Well, Tales of Nosferatu is a live record, resuming all your career as a band. But the songs are mainly of your last records. And what about the Book of Death or Tabula Rasa, for example? I think there are no songs of your records in your live album.
Tabula Rasa?
No, that's true. We used to play Book of the Dead live quite a lot, but then we kind of replaced that song, I guess, with In the Name of Metal, because it's kind of the same tempo.
It's an anthem.
Yeah. So In the Name of Metal's stuck more, I guess.
We can see that also in the live shows, what people want and what they would like to sing along to, and that's the main reason why we don't play that and that song anymore, because we can say, okay, the audience was not really into it here, so maybe next time we take that off the set.
Yeah.
For me, there are 3 songs that should be in all your live shows. One is In the Name of Metal, obviously, Moria, and Nosferatu.
Yeah,
they're always.
These 3 songs are.
They have been in the set for many years.
Yeah, we kind of agree with you, because we still have those songs in the set. So
yeah, they are very, very good songs. Really. Well, in this record, in Tales of Nosferatu, there are only 2 songs of Tales from the North. 2 songs. We Drink with Gods.
Yeah. And Tales.
And I don't remember the other.
Tales from the North.
Tales from the North. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But why only 2 songs and not more? Because it's a very good album.
Yeah.
You mean on the Blu-ray, on the live release?
On the live release.
Yeah, because we have a limited playing time when we played at Masters of Rock.
Yeah.
Then we have like 70 minutes, and then we can't play all the songs. So we need to we do those, and so. That's
but we have when we did the first live shows for the new album, we played Odin's Prayer, and one more.
No, we have only played the Odin's Prayer.
Odin's Prayer.
And those 3 songs.
Yeah.
And
so far.
1066?
No, we never played it live.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's the most popular one on Spotify, I know. So.
Because for me, I'm historicist.
Yeah.
And for me, 1066 is a very, very important song because you speak about the first battle of 1066, Stamford Bridge battle, with Harold Hardrada and Harald of England. And for me, this battle was the key to William win the other battle, Hastings battle. Because the Saxons are very bad.
Yeah.
I think the lyrics and the historical theme could have something to do with the song's popularity, because people, something they can touch on. Okay, it's the story about this, and then to have some random stories.
Yeah. And they can search.
Look at Sabaton.
But also a little bit of a problem for us too, because we live very far from each other, so we don't rehearse at all. We can't just rehearse for weeks before, so maybe we get a little bit limited in that way also. So it would probably be different if we could rehearse more and try different kind of songs, and now we need to know that the songs we're choosing gonna work for all of us live. So
well, in this record there are a couple of very good songs to play live, not just 1066
But for every new song you put in a set, you have to take away some others. So
take away some others.
Yeah,
and other important songs.
Yeah.
You know, because Creatures of the Night is a record who deserves a lot of songs, and all the other records. It's a problem. You have to play 5-6 hours.
Yeah. And my voice would not be up for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Would be restrained.
For sure. Well, this album shows to the audience what you can do live. Do you think you have one of the best lives in Europe right now?
Live scenes in Sweden, you mean?
Sweden or in Europe? For me, in Europe. When I hear BLOODBOUND live, for me it's one of the very good bands now live in all Europe. I don't know if you agree with me.
It's difficult when you play in the band.
But we do have a lot of fun, and I think that we put on a lot of energy most of the time when we do a live show. So absolutely, but then maybe we don't have all the other stuff on the stage like
big productions.
Exactly, but I think that we at least give a lot of power and energy to.
I have a theory. I don't know if it's right or not, but I think when a band has power in their music, they don't need more scenography or a big scenario. You have your music, and that's enough. And when the band's getting older, they have problems because the voice is not the same voice at 50 years old or 20 years old, of course. And then they put more scenography in the stage.
Look at Kiss. What would they be without the gimmicks?
I've seen Kiss last time, I think, in 2015. And Paul Stanley was horrible.
Yeah, he really struggled.
Very, very dark. And now
It's worse.
For example, ACDC is another example. There are bands that are getting older, and that's a problem. Because the songs that they sing at 20, 30 years old is not the same at 70.
No.
For example, Judas Priest. Rob Halford for me is not the same Rob Halford than 30 years ago.
No, that's impossible, but it's still good on record.
Yeah.
The last one.
He was really good last time I saw him.
With extra production.
Oh yeah.
How do you see the Spanish audience? I know you have lots of fans here, but what's your opinion about the Spanish audience?
It's very good.
Yeah, very
audience.
good.
Great crowd when you play there.
Really loud and really into it.
When we played Leyendas de Rock, there was a big audience and everybody was like going crazy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
It was a great show.
that was
You
a great
did
show.
one of the great shows in 2018 in Leyendas de Rock. I was there with you
Leyendas, yeah.
in Leyendas. I interviewed with you too in Leyendas. And for me was one of the best shows in that Leyendas.
Thanks.
Ah, cool.
And still they don't want to book us again. Yeah, we want to come back, to do the big festivals, and so hopefully this club tour will give us some more cred. Okay, they are pulling some people and they have done the club tour, and maybe it's easier to book the festivals then.
Well, the big festivals for me have a very big problem. They have 3 stages. And if you are in the short stage, as in Leyendas, you are in the Mark-Real stage, no more people to see you, because there are other bands playing in the main stage, and that rest you people, that rest your audience. That's a problem. The small festivals like Pinata Rock, there are obviously less people than in Leyendas, but all the people are seeing you. When
Yeah.
you play.
Yeah.
That for me is most important, that to be in a big festival and perhaps 300, 400 people see you, not all the people.
Masters of Rock in Czech Republic, they only have one stage. So everybody's there, That's
Yeah, that's very awesome.
also Sweden Rock, they have like 7 stages or whatever. It's
7 stages.
there must have been something like
Yeah,
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's always a struggle as a festival goer when 2 bands that you really want to see collide with each other. So then you have to pick one, or you have to see one of the bands for a short amount of time, then run for your life to see a few songs with the other band. So sure, it's
Where are 3, 4, 6 stages, the small bands have a problem, because the people is concentrated in the big bands, not in the small ones. That's a problem. Well, you are 20 years old, and for me, you have the quality to be one of the most important power metal bands in the world. But right now you aren't. Why? Why could be that?
It could be many factors, because if you compare with Sabaton, when they were like 20 years old, they were like, okay, now we're buying our own bus. Now we're gonna play everywhere, and we're gonna do this 100%. Playing everywhere all the time, as much as they can, and they have done that for years and years and years. And they
jump.
They are huge now. We, on the other hand, we have day jobs.
Houses,
We
kids.
have houses, kids, and so on. So even though the quality of the music is very good, I would say myself, we can't put in the work that it takes to climb and climb and climb. Then you need to tour, more or less all the time.
Yeah.
And we would never be home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big difference
Yeah.
thing, because if you are a professional band, you live for the music.
Yeah.
You can tour all the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
can
need
go
to tour all the time to get the income.
And you can do all the world, a world.
Yeah.
You can't right now.
No.
Well,
And that's a decision we made.
We made a decision
Yeah.
as well that we can't be away all the time.
And we're all on the same
same level.
page level when it comes to that, so we're fine with it, because then we have a lot of fun when we go out and do touring and we do festivals, and we just have a lot of fun with it because we love to do it.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
we are friends and we have a good time. And there's never any arguments. We always have a good time.
Yeah.
And it's fun as hell when we do it. If you have been doing this professionally, it would be like maybe different buses and 2 people are not talking to each other. or
Just a
whatever.
day on the job and stuff like that. So that's the reason, I think, what Daniel said before, we put a lot of energy in the shows, because we're just having a lot of fun with it.
And you are friends.
Yeah.
You are a band, but you are friends.
Okay.
Well, you are friends, as I said. You are friends and a band. And for example, Fred, Thomas, and you are in the band since the beginning.
Yeah, I started more or less in the
More
beginning.
or less since the beginning. And then Patrick and you. But this is very important for a band, the union.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you see the post-pandemic scene?
Post-pandemic.
Post-pandemic.
Yeah.
There are changes.
Yeah, of course, during the pandemic was a strange time for everybody. But then after the pandemic, when we went on tour, it was a little bit like confusion with the audience. They had bought tickets before when it was postponed, and some people didn't even show up on the shows, but they had a ticket. And we had a little bit, it was a bit difficult to bring the people to the shows. So we put in a lot of promotion work and to get the people to the shows. But
And
still,
also, all of a sudden, every band was going out on
Yeah,
tour
yeah.
at the same time, so it was a bigger competition about the audience.
everybody wanted to tour. And
Yeah, and-
that's also why we brought in the promotion company when we did the European tour. And so, and people has less money now as well with the
Inflation.
economic
Yeah.
inflation.
Inflation, the crisis, the wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's a very good problem.
So it's like a different world in many ways after the pandemic.
And one have to do. What we have to do to solution that.
What we have to do?
Yeah. What we have
Keep
to
on
do.
going.
Keep on going.
Keep on going, yeah.
Well, and finally, the last one. What are the future plans for BLOODBOUND? You have obviously a new record. Is April 19th, and then promote the record, and then what do you do?
We do some festivals and then we start to write on a new album. And we just do it like we always do.
Yeah.
Album every 2 years and then some shows and some tours. And
Well, that's perfect for me.
All right.
Thanks for your time, guys.
thanks to
Thank you.
For the interview.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we see you on a stage right now.
Will you be here tonight at the show? Will you
Of
go
course,
home or
Of course.
watch TV?
I will be on the show, and I will taking photos. You? Then I'll send you the photos. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
TNT Radio. Tu radio en Internet.